Or like, fuck. It's so hard to find my YouTube, dude. It's called Trash in all caps. Trash in all caps, dog. Trash in all caps. 111 subscribers.
Check. Brick. You no good. You can't shoot. Check it. Trifecta. 0-3. Boom, baby. 0-5. Oh, get some. 0-7. I told you, you trash. Check it. Check up. 2. Oh, man. Hey! Oh, that should have went in. Yo, check. Miss. Ah! Check it. Hey. Check it. Bring that in here.
We got nigga.
Here we go.
Weak ass nigga.
Yeah, baby, trifecta. Hey, not on me. Take it.
Shut up, bum. I want to play defense, nigga.
Oh,
We got nigga.
garbage. You can't even make a layup.
Watch out.
Hey, yo, check it.
Got him. Oh my god, that's my fault, coach. Coach, I'm sorry. Coach, don't hurt me, coach. Coach, I'm sorry. Daddy, no. 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 Good take.
Here we go. 8-9. Pass a miss. Oh! Clear the runway. 8-11.
3-point game. Dumbass nigga.
Make those easy buckets.
I think I'm a dumbass nigga. I'm not a dumbass little boy. Watch out. Oof.
Yeah, that's my spot. You going down. 11-12. Ready for that L.
Oof.
Three's all day, baby.
Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Fuck this little dumbass nigga. I'm finna fry him. Stop fucking playing with me, nigga. Start flaming this nigga up real quick. The fade. They gave me the fade last minute. I was cooking, frying. Yeah, pick that up. Pick that up. Let's get it. Let's go ahead and get up off my court, big dog. I love you, dog. Hope you have a good day. Imagine. Don't do it. Oh, fuck. Go full up.
18-16.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Don't tell me you missed that on purpose.
I missed it on purpose. Yes, I did, because I want to play defense. Give me that. Pogo stick gang. Oh.
Brick City now. Here we go. Check, check.
This is a 3-beat though. Oh, barely. Uh-huh. It's clutch. Oh, that lost. That's alright. I hit like, what, 5 in a row on that nigga. They gotta stick a dick in your throat. They gotta make you choke, nigga. Fuck up, boy. Bitch, I'm turning on to the me. Bitch, what my bag? I was asking Shadi, she make it. I'm grocery gonna know. My hero wants not my mind. I'm a footy hula or that. Kirach. Well, no, she must not. Keep it hot. Hey, Twin, you think I could pack this bowl real quick before we start? Wait, hold on, gang. Hold on.
You can't fly with me. Check it. 0-2. Hey! The way I flush it down. Yo, 0-4. Rick, that's my ball now.
Yeah, you're a bop. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Can't shoot. Check it. Oh, yeah, you can. 0-6. Check up. 0-8. Oh, what a beast. 0-10. Check. Oh, get off my court. Check it. 0-12. Oh! Check. 0-14. I told you. You trash. Check. Here we go. Bring that in here again. I dare you. Check. Miss. Oh! That 0-16.
Yeah, boy!
Check. 0-18. Yo, who got next?
If this world.
Okay, so I have all this on camera. It's fine. And because we're Minneapolis, you can't press charges against any of these people either. Anyway, so yeah, there we go. There we go, guys. There we go. There's 1,000.
Alright, so around this time, I started smoking with a friend of mine who was new to meth. And just like when I started, he didn't know how to serve himself either. In my time smoking meth, every once in a while I'd run into people who felt like it was their moral obligation to never introduce anyone to it. I was not one of those people. I've always just felt like people are gonna do what they're gonna do, you know? And the thought of babying him the way I was babied when I first started using didn't even cross my mind. Maybe I was just an awful friend, who knows? But for what it's worth, I wasn't the one who introduced him to it. Anyway, I was using basically every day at this point, and my friend would join me maybe once or twice a week. I'd try to serve him up nice clouds the way my friends did when I first started, but he'd blow out these little baby clouds like 90% of the time. I wasn't good at it. Alright, so I'm in a different headspace now. Like I said, drugs weren't really a social thing to me anymore. My mom thinks I'm in school, but I'm not. I'm still not able to consistently hold down a job. It's getting harder to pay my rent. I rarely saw my friends, and this new dealer kind of sucked, so things weren't going very well. I met the new dealer through my friend that was deported, and this dude was so unprofessional. I'd hit him up, he'd tell me where to meet him. It was usually in front of his house somewhere. Then he'd come out 30 minutes to an hour late, like almost every time. It was ridiculous. You can't do that to a fading tweaker. 30 minutes can feel like a lifetime, you know? But I had no other connect at the time, so I just had to deal with it. One thing I will give him, though, is that whenever my friend needed someone to serve him a hit, this dealer was a master at it. He could have done it well even if he was blindfolded, hanging upside down, and doing it behind his back. But whatever. Anyway, it didn't really matter that he was so unprofessional because he wasn't even around for that long. He was just kind of a transitionary figure in my life. I have no idea what happened to him, and I didn't really care at the time either. What did matter, though, was I met a bunch of other tweakers through this dude, and one of them happened to be the son of the pastor that ran the rehab I mentioned in episode 9, and this dude knew all the connects. Alright, so I'm in a different headspace now. Like I said, drugs weren't really a social thing to me anymore. My mom thinks I'm in school, but I'm not. I'm still not able to consistently hold down a job. It's getting harder to pay my rent. I rarely saw my friends, and this new dealer kind of sucked, so things weren't going very well. I met the new dealer through my friend that was deported, and this dude was so unprofessional. I'd hit him up, he'd tell me where to meet him. It was usually in front of his house somewhere. Then he'd come out 30 minutes to an hour late, like almost every time. It was ridiculous. You can't do that to a fading tweaker. 30 minutes can feel like a lifetime, you know? But I had no other connect at the time, so I just had to deal with it. One thing I will give him, though, is that whenever my friend needed someone to serve him a hit, this dealer was a master at it. He could have done it well even if he was blindfolded, hanging upside down, and doing it behind his back. But whatever. Anyway, it didn't really matter that he was so unprofessional because he wasn't even around for that long. He was just kind of a transitionary figure in my life. I have no idea what happened to him.
You gotta make those easy buckets.
What did matter, though, was I met a bunch of other tweakers through this dude, and one of them happened to be the son of the pastor that ran the rehab I mentioned in episode 9, and this dude knew all the connects.
16 to 16.
Alright, so before we get to that other pastor's kid, I just want to throw this in real quick. Around this time, I ended up moving back in with my mom. I just wasn't able to function on my own or make rent every month. And honestly, it was kind of a relief. Once I was around her more often, though, it became impossible to hide that something was going on with me. She just didn't know what it was exactly. And in my mind, that meant I was in the clear. It doesn't really make sense thinking back on it, but that's just where I was at in my head at the time. It didn't really matter for that long, though, because one day she found a pipe with some meth in it. I didn't think she knew what that stuff was. I didn't think she knew what an oil burner was or what it was used for, but she did. The liquor store I grew up in wasn't in the nicest area, and my mom used to sell oil burners.
16
So
to
she was very
19.
familiar with the type of people who would come in to buy them. She actually stopped selling them when she found out what they were used for. So anyway, she confronts me. She brings me the pipe and a hammer. She's hysterical. She tells me she wants to see me smash the pipe with a hammer. I was downing super hard though, and the pipe had a lot of stuff left in it, so there was no way I was gonna smash it. Alright, so remember how I said when pastors' kids are bad, they're like really bad? Well, this guy was no. Alright, so at first this dude came off really chill and confident. Like confident enough to have a rat tail in his hair. And I liked him a lot initially. But the more time I spent with him, the more something just felt off. I don't remember ever seeing him do anything that shady, aside from the drug use and all, but he gave off this weird vibe. Like the type of guy who'd go snooping through your drawers if you left him alone in your room too long, or take cash out of his mom's purse when she wasn't looking. It was just a gut feeling I had about him. I don't know how else to explain it. But at that point, I was getting all my drugs through this guy, so I just kept hanging out with him. Picking up with him was really annoying though. He'd get super anxious. Anytime a car drove by, he'd be like, "Oh, is that him?"
Check.
Alright, so I don't remember what year it was exactly, but there was one year that a bunch of my family got together for the holidays, which was kind of rare for us. When I was really little, there was a period where I basically lived with my cousins because my mom was working so much. And I even remember thinking that my aunt was my mom for a little while. And there were also times where some of my cousins would come live with me and my mom for a little while. That's just how it was, and I was close to all of them. But as they got older and went off to college, we spent less and less time together. Anyway, I remember feeling so self-conscious being around them that year. I was the baby in the family, and for sure all of my cousins have changed my diapers at some point. And now I was this grown-up scumbag drug addict. Obviously, they didn't know exactly what was going on with me, but I've seen photos of myself from around that time. I was looking kind of crazy. My cheeks were all sunken in. I had these dark-ass bags under my eyes. My eyes looked lifeless. I had that whole heroin shit going on. By the end of the night, though, I had convinced myself that I had fooled them all, and that they didn't think anything was going on with me. This obviously wasn't true, though, because either one of them or all of them ended up saying something to my mom. And that's when my mom started to seriously consider sending me to rehab. More on that later, though.
You garbage. You can't even make a layup.
Alright, so this next guy I'm going to talk about was someone I met through that pastor's kid. He didn't have shady energy like the pastor's kid, though. This dude was solid. And honestly, from all the people I knew from that time in my life, he was probably my favorite. He was just a chill-ass dude. He was one of those dudes that everyone had something nice to say about. And if he considered you a friend, he was going to have your back no matter what. The only thing was, this dude was a massive addict. And at the time, it didn't really stand out to me. It would eventually, but I'll get back to that. So once the pastor's kid was put on lockdown, me and this guy started hanging out and using constantly. We didn't have a consistent hook. We just picked up from whoever was around. I'm not sure if something was going on, but there just wasn't anyone reliable to buy from at the time. We would smoke and just play music all the time. He had a Fender Strat, and I had an Ivan bass.
You gotta make those easy buckets.
I was gonna be a metal band back in the day. Anyway, as dark as that time was in both of our lives, we were just getting high, playing music, and killing time. And honestly, this might be a weird or maybe even shitty thing to say, but those were some of my favorite days.
You make it Brick City now. Here we go, check.
Alright, so not only did I really like this dude and get along with him really well, I also admired how resourceful he was and how good he was at problem solving. And most of the time that problem was us not having money for drugs. He just knew how to make things happen. I like to think I'm a little bit like this too, but this guy was next level. Some days legit felt like life was a video game and we were just doing quests. Like, there was this one day, we had no money for meth, but we had a good amount of pot, but that wasn't what we wanted. So this dude locked in. I saw in his eyes. And he made it like his mission to somehow turn that pot into meth through a series of trades. The first trade we made was a pedal. It was a Boss Metal Zone pedal, and I remember that because I wanted one for myself. Anyway, we eventually end up in some dude's garage. He he was introduced to me as a genius. Like, if you asked him to build you a rocket and dropped him off at a junkyard, he'd figure it out. I don't even remember how we ended up there. But I do remember trying to blow glass at one point. We were trying to make a pookie or an oil burner to smoke out of. It was insanely difficult, and we couldn't do it. Anyway, after a couple more trades, we had some meth. And not just enough for us to smoke, but enough for us to smoke some and sell the rest of it for profit. It was kind of impressive. Sadly, though, days like this would become less and less frequent because this dude was secretly struggling with some inner demons. I just didn't know it at the time. Alright, so I'm in a place where my entire life revolves around this drug now. I'm not doing well. And like I said, my family knows something's going on. My mom knows exactly what's going on. And I'm still trying to convince her that I'm not on drugs. She's freaking out, and she's thinking